Thank you for watching Margarettown News. I have here with me my mother. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Well, I really wanted to hear about your some of your adventures in your life. So I was wondering if you could share maybe a couple of your favorite stories today.
Well, let me think now. I guess we could go back to Nome again.
And what year was it in Nome?
Well, I think it was about 1968, and they had a monster snowstorm, and we were at work out at the highway department, and Mr. Spruce came out and said, "Everybody go home." We looked out the window, and all the birds were flying from the dump over to the gold dredges where they lived. And it was like a great cloud of birds going home. It was about noon, and it was very dark out. So we started out in a caravan, and the snow started falling. And it took us 12 hours to go 4 miles to Nome. And they had a really hard time with the snowplow, went off the road.
Wait a minute. Why was it so hard to get 4 miles? 12 hours? Really?
12 hours, yes, really, because the snow was so thick that they couldn't see anything and they kept losing the road. So we finally got home, and we were snowed in for about 6 or 7 days, I think. And we lived in a big trailer court. And the trailer court pretty much took care of the trailer court, since it was the only way to survive. Let's see.
So you were stuck in the trailer court?
Yeah.
And what happened to me? Was I at the babysitter's?
Well, you were there, but we got you and Chris and took you home. And I don't remember the particulars of that. But anyway, that was all I remember about the big snowstorm in Nome. Let's see.
Is that when the time when Dad had the camp stoves and no one else had a
and nobody else had a camp stove, so we had quite a few people cooking in there. Anyway, that's
in the trailer.
Yeah, that's about all from that story.
Okay, thank you, Patricia.
Another thing about Nome is when we moved from Nome to Anchorage, our cat Buster ran away the day we moved, and so I had gotten a cat carrier for him, and he ran away and lived on the tundra from August until Christmas Day. And Elaine, who still was at the trailer court, phoned me and said, "I have Buster in my trailer." So she put him in the carrier and sent him to Anchorage. And when he got out of that carrier, I could not believe my eyes. He had a hide that was it was like a hide of a bear. He was so thick with fur. His ears had frozen off, but he was fat. So I know he wasn't starving by any means. And that was all about old Buster the Survivor.
So he survived in Nome, Alaska?
On the tundra from August to December.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and nobody saw him around there. So I don't know, he must have totally run off.
Wow.
Okay.
And what about, I was really curious about the walrus roast.
I think we already did the walrus roast.
We haven't.
We'll do that another time.
Well,
I'm tired.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
That was the one I really wanted to hear about.
Well, we'll talk about that in a while.
Do you promise?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for watching Margaret Tone News. Thank you for the interview. Oh, you're so cute. Thanks for watching Margaret Tone News. I really appreciate it. And pretty soon, sometime today, we're going to hear about the walrus roast from my mother. Thank you. Thank you very much.